Celinda.
Mary Ellen.
Maida. Gabby.
And I'm Bill, and this is a workshop on humor and anger while we're leading a recovery meeting. Action.
Okay, Mary, your example will start with step one.
Okay, thank you.
Step one, report a single situation or event that occurred, an everyday event when you began to work yourself up. Focus on a brief description of what happened, specifically what triggered temper and symptoms.
Well, my sister and I got
Can you speak louder?
Okay. My sister and I were arguing over an ashtray. Now, this ashtray is very beautiful, and it's got little bitty spots on
What
it.
is she saying?
Oh,
Sorry.
just try to listen to her.
Okay.
When did you start to work yourself up?
Well, you know, because this ashtray is just so distinctly an ashtray, it has little dots on it, and it's got little, little things going
How
around
interesting,
it.
but when did you start to work yourself up?
Oh, when she said that, what did she say? Wait a second, let me figure this out.
I don't know. I didn't bring my hearing aid today.
Yeah, well, nothing important's happened yet. We're
Oh,
trying to figure out what you
What?
can work yourself
You don't think my example is important?
No, it is, but we're trying
Okay.
to get to the working up part.
Okay. The working up process was that I was relaxing. And then she came in the room, and it was over an ashtray. And
The ashtray worked you up?
Yeah, she didn't think it was an ashtray.
Okay, so step two, report the symptoms you experienced, both physical and mental. For instance, angry and fearful thoughts, confusion, palpitations, disturbing impulses, tightness in your chest, lowered feelings, sweaty palms, and so on.
Well, there's so many things I went through. It's like, but the fact that she even.
What were you feeling in your inner environment?
What was I feeling in my inner environment? I was feeling upset that she would question me on this ashtray. It's obviously not a plate, it's an ashtray, and she just couldn't figure that out, and it just was so annoying that she didn't realize it was an ashtray.
Do you have any physical symptoms?
Oh gosh, well, like splitting headache, and my neck was starting to get swollen and tight.
Repeat that.
Sure. My throat, was hurting, and I was feeling constriction in my throat.
Impulses? Do you have any impulses?
Yeah, I wanted to hit her over the head with the ashtray, actually. Just because she didn't know it was an ashtray, she kept thinking it was a plate, and everybody knows it's an ashtray.
Any other discomfort you had?
Gabby's playing
Recall?
solitaire.
Yeah.
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 Oh, yeah, right. If you can,
That keeps me occupied.
we'd love to have your participation on the example, because you're a great spotter.
Yeah, I'm feeling
I
this.
don't want to miss out on your spotting.
Well, I'll try, because I
Good.
have to keep.
All right. So,
Where were we?
any other discomfort in your inner
The
environment?
discomfort.
Anything else?
Well, she's an annoying sister to begin with, so I was predisposed because she's
Well,
always annoying.
We'll get to that. That's
Oh,
almost,
okay,
so we're
okay,
there
okay.
now, actually. So
Okay.
step three, report your spotting of fearful and angry temper, the Recovery International tools you use to help yourself, and your self-endorsement for your effort.
What,
Let's see.
okay, can you read that again?
Okay, report your spotting of fearful and/or angry temper, the Recovery International tools you use to help yourself, and your self-endorsement for your effort. In other words, what recovery ideas can you apply?
Oh, okay, thanks. She's an annoying sister, and she always tries to get my goat. And
Right now, though,
Oh,
that's
we're
interesting,
doing-
but we're trying to do the spotting. In
oh,
other
okay,
words,
the spotting.
What recovery ideas have you used? And
Oh.
if you're new, are
Yeah.
you new?
No,
Can you come along?
I'm not.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, that's fine. Feel free if you want to use the spotting list a little bit, or
okay.
from the readings
Yeah,
you've done over
yeah.
the years.
Oh, thank you,
I
thanks.
I want it back.
Oh,
So you
okay.
can come up with at least 2 or 3
Yeah, well,
tools that might
I'm not
apply.
taking my dear self so seriously,
Good.
and I'm going to be self-led, not symptom-led. Thank you. And I'm trying to treat my mental health as a business and not as a game.
And can you endorse yourself?
Yes, I can endorse myself for knowing knowing she's annoying, but I'm not gonna let her annoy me, and knowing that I don't have to be perfect. And I took the danger out. It's distressing, but not dangerous.
Excellent. Step 4, begin with before I had my recovery training and describe the temperamental reaction and symptoms you would have experienced in former days. What would have happened then versus what happened now? This will help you to note the progress you have made.
I would have walked out the door and probably broken the ashtray, but because of recovery, I decided that it's a triviality compared to my mental health.
Good.
So it's distressing but not dangerous.
Okay, very good. Thank you for the example, and we'll go to some spotting from the panel.
Yeah, I thought that she and her sister have a very difficult relationship that has gone along through their childhood and developed over the years into a very, where there's a big response and and they go on, and it's a hard thing for them, but she's trying to find a way to help herself and make her mental health her business.
Okay. Any other spots?
Yeah, I spot that if you can't change the situation, you can change your attitude toward it, and that temper is, among other things, blindness to the other side of the story, and comfort is a want, not a need.
Thank you very much.
There's no right or
What
wrong.
we're going to do, we'll go around again, because it's a small meeting today, so you'll have an opportunity to spot, if you'd like to, a little bit later. Hey, welcome to the meeting.
Is this an AA meeting?
No, it's Recovery International.
Well, I'm recovering. I'm
Great,
a
have a
recovering
seat.
alcoholic.
Okay, have a seat. What's your name?
Bob. I'm
Bob,
recovering
great.
alcoholic.
Have a seat. We're right in the middle of an example right now. Have a seat.
Yeah, I
And,
think I could.
Thanks for coming. We're glad you're here.
Right here, right here.
Okay.
Nice to meet you, Bob.
Thank you, thank you.
I'm a recovering alcoholic too.
Oh,
What's going on?
I'm not very recovered yet.
We'll go into that in a little bit. Right now we're in the middle.
Oh, I wanted to
Just
tell my
keep
story
coming
though.
back.
It's
Yeah,
pretty
well, we have a
interesting.
period at the end of the meeting where you'll be able to share a little bit.
Well, I kind of feel a need to share now, but
But, well, in
What?
recovery we say if you can wait, control your speech muscles,
I used to-
until
control
right
my
now,
speech muscles.
like the mouth. See, we speak how we speak.
Well,
Excuse me just a minute, everybody. Right now, we're spotting on Mary's example, so let's try to get back to that. Gabby, excuse me just a minute, we're spotting on Mary's example.
Oh, I see.
Any other spotting that we have on the example? Bill, can you?
Comfort is a want, not a need.
Great, okay, good one.
and so I can see where Mary Ellen, this is a really disturbing situation into her inner environment where she's been trying to process this and to try to keep this to be a triviality, but it becomes a very internal, difficult situation for her to process this.
Can you tighten that up into a spot, maybe?
It's
Hold on just one second.
it's hard for her to.
What would be the
It
spot,
would be
Maybe distressing,
distressing, but not dangerous.
Excellent, thank you very much. Beautiful. Yes?
I had the same thing with my sister. Let me tell you.
Well, hold on just a second,
And
though.
sisters are like that.
Maybe, well,
Oh,
see, there's a
oh.
portion of the meeting at the end, it's called mutual aid, where we it's unstructured, kind of have open sharing, and, people can share a little bit there,
You mean I can't address what she said to
Later.
me? Oh, okay,
Yeah, we'd
later.
love to do it later, but if you have a spot,
No one knows when.
no? Okay, great.
It's
Yes.
distressing, not dangerous.
Yes.
I don't understand what you mean by that.
Someone
I've never heard that.
and a volunteer to explain what distressing but not dangerous is?
Well, I'd say that, something that's distressing, it really works you up and makes you it's difficult to get your grasp around it, but it's really not dangerous in the fact that, like, nobody's going to hit you or come up and pull your chair out from under you or something. So, but it would be very distressing to your inner environment.
Good.
I'm
Wordy,
not
but
sure I'm in the
acceptable.
right
Thank you.
place.
Yeah.
And I think we're not following the format.
Well, we're on the spotting right now,
Okay.
and any other spots?
And it's not how you feel, but how you function. So if
Good
you
one,
function
thank you.
well,
Good.
It's not how you feel, not how you function.
It bears repeating, it's an important spot. Okay, any other spots before we go to the big five?
Yeah, you know, I like that she endorsed herself. She really gives herself credit for all the work she's done to understand this and her sister, and to bring this into her entire life that has been a difficult road for her. And she, as she said, she and her sister, it's been a long road for her to deal with this issue with she and her sister.
Okay, good.
Oh,
good.
so would that mean that this is a
Well,
strong,
hold on just 1 second. What was your question again?
does this mean that this is a strong link, or,
Yes,
she
possibly
has
so.
maybe
Strong link
she's
is
got
just
a
something you wrestle with over time.
or predisposition,
Possibly a strong link.
tempered,
We can ask her
that
later. We
This
can
has
ask her
been
later.
going on for a long, long time.
Possibly so.
Long time.
Yes, it really
hold-
has.
This is your time to be quiet though, Mary. but
Yeah,
Later on.
I'm in the
you can
glass
have
box,
your-
that's right, I'm in the glass box.
Yeah, right, like Adolf Eichmann. So, so we'll go on to the big five.
Okay.
And so where do you think the angry temper was in this example? Anyone see any?
She was really angry with her sister, and it goes way back. You can see where they've had a lot of disagreements over time. So I think she said she was predisposed to this.
So where's she
And then
judging
her
her?
little inner child comes out,
Right.
and she doesn't want to behave like an adult, and now she's beginning to take charge.
But where do you
And
think she was judging her for being wrong?
just because she didn't agree with her.
Okay, and.
I think she
Jennifer?
did things in part acts.
Okay, yeah, okay, that's a spot, but we'll add that to the spotting. Let's go to fearful temper. Any fearful temper? Where was she judging herself?
Excuse me.
Maybe fearful temper that her sister was right and that Mary was wrong. That maybe she was wrong.
Maybe it wasn't
Okay.
really an ashtray?
Well, how about a threat to her
Well,
social?
hold on, this is your time to be quiet, though, Mary. Thank you.
Yeah, and that, you know, in there's that whole insecure thing in her inner body and what she's felt all her life, that somebody's going to challenge what she has to say. And so she comes up trying to find that adult person in
So
in
the
her.
insecurity, the abiding sense of insecurity, as Dr.
Okay,
Lowe has
yeah.
talked about many times, was possibly there. Okay, how about muscle control? Where did she constructively exercise muscle control to work herself down, for example?
She didn't throw the ashtray.
No, she
Yes.
did throw the ashtray.
No.
But
Oh.
she said she would have done that before.
Oh, in former days, sorry.
Any other muscle?
She
No,
didn't-
this is your time to be quiet, though. Any other muscle control? Okay, muscle movement? How did she exercise her muscles in a productive way, let's say?
I don't remember what she said she did.
I was too busy.
You were busy
Talk
playing someone.
No, but
non-temperamentally
I
at
think-
times? Yeah.
I think.
Well, this is your time to be quiet, though. Talk non-temperamentally, and some of her conversation was.
But I want to
Okay.
tell you
Well,
guys.
yeah, I know. Well, this is like muscle control, see right here.
Oh, that's
See?
right, I'm supposed to control my muscles
Right.
right now.
Beautiful, excellent spotting in the moment.
So-
See, that's what recovery is about, spot in the moment. You're doing it right now, endorse yourself. And finally, sabotage. Any sabotage in the example?
It didn't sound like she dropped the temper. At least she didn't mention that she did.
Mhm.
So she might still have that judgment of right and wrong against her sister.
Right, which we're all work on, temper is, we plug away at it, as Dr. Lowe used to say. Okay, anything else on sabotage? And we don't indict for sabotage, we just try to spot it, where am I acting that really isn't in my best overall interest, one way it's been talked about. Okay, it's all right. Anything else on sabotage?
Well, I really was busy looking at this, so I didn't quite.
Well, we appreciated the spot you did give though earlier. And we'll bring that example to a close.
I couldn't hear anything.
Let's give a big hand for Claire.
You're challenging.
That is as hard as any meeting you'll ever have. Thank you, everyone.